Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. If Dodge decides to actually go all EV, would you consider going to Ford? Guys, so welcome back. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If you're new, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now, I know this video isn't going to go crazy. It's not going to get a lot of views, and that's okay. Each time that I have posted up anything outside of the Mopar world, there's very little interest in it, so I rarely do it. That being said, I have to say that there's really not much exciting going on in the Mopar world. You know, each bit of news, each bit of speculation that has happened in the last few months is really not that fun, okay? A lot of EV discussing, a lot of EV news, I mean, inline turbo 6, and basically any little bit of news that comes out that's cool is all for the red eye, okay? Very little to get excited about if you're a V6 or a 5.7 or a Scat Pack owner or a 392. There's really not much for you. And, you know, at this point, I was kind of hoping that we would see something in the Mopar world, whether it's a new Hemi coming out or a way to infuse some kind of a hybrid system into the V8 to kind of save it and, you know, just have a little bit of hope for the future. And it doesn't look like that's happening, or at least on the minds of Mopar or Dodge. So with that being said, I've been looking at other news, and it looks as though Ford has something in the works, okay? They are potentially taking the Mustang and integrating a hybrid type of system in there. So with their 5.0 and their inline turbo 4, they're going to include a couple of electrical motors in the front. And, you know, it's going to be basically an all-wheel drive, but the motor, the internal combustion engine, is going to control the back. You have the electrical motors in there. I don't know how the assist goes. I don't know if, you know, if those electrical motors shut off once you're actually moving, or do they, you know, kick in when you're doing around town to save your MPG. Either way, it's interesting, and I like the idea that Ford is starting to think about ways to improve what they currently have. And that's what I was hoping that Dodge was going to be doing. You know, thinking of ways to improve the MPG and the efficiency of what they currently have offered. As you guys know, I'm not the hugest fan of EV. I don't mind it. If you like it, you know, thumbs up, go enjoy it, you know, go kick some butt in some races. They're very fast, okay? But I personally like the internal combustion engine. I think it's a blast to have. Yes, you can, you know, rip up your tires, and there's a lot of wasted power and all this other kind of stuff, but I find it very, very fun to have that kind of power and try and harness and drive it, rather than an EV where any knucklehead can, you know, sit in a plaid, stomp on the pedal and go, and the car basically drives itself. So with that being said, you know, I check all these websites out to see what the latest and the greatest is, and I have to say that I'm very hopeful for Ford. You know, for a while there, you know, they had the Mach-E. Yeah, and by the way, the Mach-E is not the greatest selling thing in the world. I think it's 27,000 units sold last year. EVs are not what the majority of people want. It is getting forced by some outside sources, and you know, the pressure is being put on manufacturers to either kick the internal combustion engine out or improve them to a point where it's almost unrealistic. So, but either way, Ford, you're on the right track, I have to say. And hopefully Dodge, you know, you wake up. I hope they're working on something. I hope they have something. My original idea, and I know many of people have heard this before, is a smaller displacement new Hemi V8, and you combine that with a few electrical motors, and you know, you could have a very fast car. You can have a nice cold start. You can have everything you currently have with these internal combustion engines, with the benefits of electrical motors and the improved you know, efficiency, whether it's economic or even performance. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. If Dodge decides to actually go all EV, would you consider going to Ford if they have a nice V8 with electrical motors assisting it?
I'm definitely going to lose some man points when I start using this. You have it on the cold setting, right? Yep, absolutely. You got to cool it off. Some high action stuff right here. Go ahead. It's getting hot. Oh, it's hot. Yeah. There you go. Yep. Alright, I'll keep you now. No, just follow along in the front of me. Don't even need it. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. I need it. You do have a lot of sorrow.
I got